This video is about happiness.
Who truly gets to decide what makes you happy? Get a job, work for yourself, buy a house, rent a car, lease a car, buy a boat, buy a plane, buy a business, get a dog, get a cat, get a fish, invest in Bitcoin, stocks, or yourself. Eat this, don't eat that, eat that and it will kill you. Live the American dream, white picket fence and all that jazz. And don't forget politicians, influencers, parents, friends, coworkers, and even Optimus Prime. They all have their opinions on what is best for you. And you know what? Some of the loudest opinions tend to crop up when you say, I'm an adult and I love theme parks.
If you need a roller coaster and a themed snack to feel joy, what does that say about your life outside of the parks? You waste your time and your money obsessing over things that are designed for kids. It's borderline obsessive.
You're just avoiding everything and living in a fantasy world because you can't handle adult problems. You're just spending all your money on overpriced food, ridiculous merch, and you call it a passion project or a hobby. It's just cringe. Everyone has opinions, and especially about theme parks, boy, do they let you know. But still, it has me wondering, why yuck someone's yum? People will say that theme parks are expensive. And yeah, a park-to-park ticket for one person for a single day is $174, and so that's by no means cheap. But
The average NFL football ticket is over $400. The average NHL ticket is between $120 and $130. Some baseball game tickets cost over $200. Tickets to the Masters cost $140, but you have to be lucky enough to win the lottery to get that. And if you buy them secondhand, they can cost over $1,000 a round. People will drop that amount of money on sports tickets and not bat an eye. So what gives? People will make fun of you for spending money on Wizarding World robes and theme park t-shirts and hats and lanyards and all sorts of other merchandise. When you go to sports games and you buy t-shirts and hats and jerseys and merchandise and then you wear them to games, why is it weird at theme parks?
yes, a wizarding robe is expensive. It's not on the cheap side. But when you do what makes you happy, is it all that bad? A game day football jersey can run you at minimum $300. So what's the real difference between the two? Remind me? And then you go to a football game and you have these guys.
I'll be honest, I never thought that we were gonna be theme park people.
We said we weren't going to be.
I grew up going to Cedar Point and enjoying the thrill rides, but thought Disney and Universal were for kids and that we wouldn't enjoy it.
Still, you knew your wife loved Harry Potter, and we do love a good roller coaster. And we decided, let's take a stab at it. It looks like a good time.
Never would have dreamt that a couple of years after our first time coming to Universal that we would be making YouTube content at Universal.
But you know what? Makes us happy.
People will say that theme park food is expensive. And they're right. These churros cost me $8. The average beer and hot dog combo at sports games is over $15. And just the average hot dog is over $8. Yes, theme park food is expensive. But have you tried Universal's food? It's pretty top notch.
The thing about Universal food is like, are you gonna get a crepe at a baseball game or football game? I doubt it.
Right?
Or a sit-down restaurant like Mythos where you can get scallops and risotto. I'm just saying.
I don't see that happening at a football game. These are so good.
Delicious. Fresh.
Could they just have these crepes all year round?
Churros, you mean?
So they just have these churros all year round.
Certainly not hating on anybody that likes just ballpark food. You can find that at Universal.
I like a good hot dog out of Ballpark.
Everybody loves a good hot dog.
Not
and
to
hamburger every
mention,
now and then.
nice cold lemonade.
Yep. Garlic fries, those are pretty good at ballparks.
Nachos.
Nachos?
I grew up on Ballpark nachos.
Yeah.
Extra chili on those nachos, by the way. And then people will say that theme parks are a waste of time. You spend your whole day at the parks only to stand in line. And they might be right. You might wait hours in line, but at least you get to ride something at the end of it. At a Major League Baseball game, you're looking at 3 hours plus. A football game, another 3 hours plus. A National Hockey game, a 2.5 hour stay. Or, oh my goodness, golf. That is an all-day affair.
And I know what's going on in your head. You're gonna say we're being hypocritical because you're about to tell us that you should go to Universal. Except I'm not.
What I'm gonna tell you is people have more in common than you think. Do what makes you happy. If going to sports games makes you happy, do it. If going to Disney makes you happy, do it. If going to Universal makes you happy, do it. Don't feel pressured to keep up with the Joneses or to do something, be something, wear something, act a certain way because somebody told you so. Do what makes you happy and brings you joy. If you got anything out of this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really helps us out and makes us happy, but we didn't tell you what to do. Do what brings you joy.